Amnesia: The Dark Descent was developed and published by Frictional Games and was released in 2010. When this game came out, the buzz around it made it seem like it was the best horror game ever made. Everyone was talking about how terrifying this game was. It started a trend of these walking simulator type horror games and is still an influence to horror games to this day. Almost 10 years later, does the game still hold up? The game takes place in a Prussian castle in the mid-1800s. When the game opens, you wake up in the hallways of the castle with no memory. You have a note on you telling you that your name is Daniel, and that you need to travel through the castle to find and kill Alexander, the Baron of the castle. You are also being followed and hunted by some supernatural force. Spend the rest of the game trying to piece together the mystery of what has happened and what is going on, and then what you are going to do about it.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
The game plays like a first-person adventure game with stealth elements. The gameplay is simple and mostly consists of moving around, interacting with objects, balancing light and dark, solving puzzles, and avoiding enemies. Around the environment, you can find objects to help you progress through the castle, classic adventure game style. You can also find items to restore your health, which goes down when attacked by enemies, and items that light up your environment. Lighting your environment using tinder boxes or an oil lamp helps you see, but also helps enemies see you. When you are in the darkness, enemies have difficulty seeing you, so you can hide and sneak by them. However, the darkness also drains your sanity. When your sanity gets low, there are a variety of effects, but mainly it makes your screen blurry and shaky and makes you move slower. On the hard difficulty, you can even die if your sanity gets too low. To raise your sanity, you must progress forward and complete objectives. There is no combat in the game. If an enemy spots you, it will chase you and try to kill you until you hide from it. Amnesia is almost 10 years old at this point, so the graphics aren't mind-blowing. Even at the time, the graphics didn't compare to the likes of games like God of War 3 and Crysis 2. However, they definitely do the job. Everything is dark and atmospheric, and the effects are intense. The sound effects in Amnesia are great. Hearing screams or footsteps coming from down the hall from where you are is terrifying, and the monster sounds are unnerving. When you're low on sanity, you will hear a sort of clicking noise that is really unsettling. The voice acting, on the other hand, I didn't love. Most of the lines feel overacted and just not really believable.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Overall, I'd say this game is good. It is tense and atmospheric, and the mystery is really engaging, even if I think the story isn't that great. I don't love the simple gameplay, but it's pretty par for the course for this type of horror game. The effects and set pieces in the game are very well done though, and make for a pretty terrifying experience. In particular, there's a section with invisible monsters in the flooded basement, and it is one of the all-time scariest sections I've ever played in a game. That section alone really made the game for me. Okay, we are now in fucking waist-deep water now. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Does this thing see me? I don't like this at all. The torture chambers were also super unsettling. I liked breaking up the game a bit with the puzzles, but they were a bit on the easy side. Figuring out where to go was a little bit of an issue though, and I did get stuck twice needing to get help. My main complaint with the game really comes down to the game's length. The game drags a bit at the end. The environment gets pretty samey after a while, and there aren't enough enemy variants to really keep the tension up in the later half of the game. Overall, I think if the game was a bit shorter, I think it would be a tighter experience. Okay, so would I recommend this game? Absolutely. Amnesia: The Dark Descent is a very well done horror game. It isn't a must play, but if you're in the mood for a scary game, this is one of the better ones. Grab some headphones, turn out the lights, and boot this one up if you feel like some frights. Thank you so much for watching. Have you played Amnesia? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. While you're there, let me know what game you would like me to review next. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down. I promise I don't mind. Consider hitting that subscribe button because I release new videos every week. And hit the bell if you want to be notified as soon as a new video goes live. Also, I stream on Twitch every week at twitch.tv/SnoopyClownGang. So come say hi and drop me a follow. Thanks again. Take care, everyone.